MAUI country.
How funny if you started the video like
I think I might.
so all the way up and down and then 5 minutes back.
Should we run along the beach this time too again, Yadi? Yeah, I got you. Okay, maybe not that much. Maybe not. Maybe tone it down.
So I love that. They're you in particular. No, oh, you don't have to.
I think
That was such a nice morning. I try to about once a week get together with my closest friends or a big group of friends to get some time without the kids, and it's always so refreshing, rejuvenating, and really uplifts me and just gets me like ready for the rest of the day. So I appreciate that. My husband will watch the kids while I get to go out with my friends for a couple hours. And lately we've been trying to do uphill beach runs in the mornings once a week. It's been so nice. I really think it's so important to make it a priority to take care of yourself as a mother and a father too if you're watching. Because when you take care of yourself in ways like giving yourself quality alone time with friends, alone time with yourself, when you're doing something that really gives you balance or inspires you, it helps us to become better parents to our kids, because we can only best take care of others as well as we take care of ourselves. And if we're on edge and needing alone time or not taking care of our bodies by not eating healthy or exercising, that can really put a dampen in how we respond to our children. It makes us more impatient. It makes us more likely to lash out and not respond the way that we normally would if we are taking care of ourselves. So yeah, I'm really thankful that I have such a wonderful core group of friends, and this morning was just a few of them. Actually, on Saturday, my friend Alma is putting together this movie night. She really is so creative and loves to put together special events for her friends, and she also does it for a living. So if you're ever on Maui and want a special event, definitely check her out. I'll put a link to her Instagram below. But she does these beautiful events and is so creative and just really amazing at doing that, which is so not my thing, like crafty type stuff. I'm not good at that at all. And she's really good at like setting things up so beautifully like that. So Saturday night she's putting together a girls movie night where all of us girls get together and we're gonna watch a movie and each bring food and snacks, and I think someone's bringing chili and cornbread. So I'll get some clips to insert here to show that because I know it's gonna be so fun.
I made one and then Josefa bought one when she shipped out. Right.
To dinner or something like that normally happens like maybe once a month or once every 2 months, and it's not like all the time, but just making it a priority to be able to do stuff for ourselves together is just so nice and so good for us. So yeah, just want to encourage how important it is to connect with those that you're close with and make it a priority in your life to get some of that quality alone time. And if you're a single parent and you just are having a really hard time finding any alone time for yourself, like not even just with your friends, but let alone alone time, consider doing like a babysitting co-op, which we do with our friend Camila and Josefa. And we haven't done it in a while, but we were rotating babysitting to where one parent would watch the other two families' kids so that the other two could go out by themselves on dates or on a double date if they want to. And then we just rotate each week. So that way 2 out of the 3 weeks we get someone babysitting, and it's like once a week on Friday or Saturday. And you could do that with just a close friend of yours. Like, hey, will you watch my kids for a couple hours while I just get some alone time for myself, go walk on the beach, or read a book at home and take a bath, like just simple things like that, just to be able to take care of yourself. Whatever rejuvenates and uplifts you is so helpful. Actually, when I was a kid, my parents did this. They had a friend who they swapped babysitting. That way they didn't have to pay for babysitting and saved money on that. And also the kids got to hang out with their friends while the adults got to go out on a date and got to rotate. That's one way to get some alone time if you're a single parent and there's somebody in your life that you trust. If you don't have a lot of support with family, but there's a friend that you trust, that you could swap watching each other's kids, even if it's just once a month. Just whatever you can make happen that is feasible for your life. And then for me, when it comes to alone time by myself, because that's also really important, something that's not work, that's not spending time on the computer, but just something for myself or with my husband. And normally for me, that's after the kids go to bed. Once they go to bed at like 8 o'clock, I make sure to make that a priority, that that's my me time. And so I'll read a book because I love reading or listening to audiobooks. That's what I do while my husband answers emails, and then after he's done answering emails, we connect together for like an hour, 30 minutes to an hour before bed. And that's kind of my routine, my self-care routine on getting alone time with my husband, and also quality time with my girlfriends, because it's undeniable the connection that you have with your girlfriends is different than with your partner. Just thought I would do a little video on that and the importance of that, because it really does make a difference in my parenting if I'm getting enough self-care in my life. And self-care also comes down to eating healthy and exercising regularly and going to bed early. For me, early is like 9:30 to 10 is like where I'm gonna feel my best, because the kids come run and wake me up in the morning. But if I happen to wake up before the kids get up, I'm like, oh, I have 10 minutes to myself before they wake up. I'm gonna, go wash my face and freshen up in the morning, just have like 10 minutes to center myself before they come barging in. All right, here, back to the rest of my day. The kids are at homeschool group right now, and I'm gonna get work done. I have a lot of editing to do for my next month's membership content, and it's a video on gentle parenting, and then I also am gonna make a recipe for the membership content. And that's the work that I'm doing today, along with filming this video. And then the rest of the day, my kids have baseball practice. I'm not sure which kid has baseball practice. They might both have it. Andrew has the schedule, but he's the coach for Elvis's team, and he's like the assistant coach for Sandy's team. He's gonna go have baseball practice, and I'm gonna hang out here with Scout. And you know, it's not always easy to get that much alone time. So just do the best that you can. It can be really tough. Sometimes I feel very overwhelmed with how little time I actually do have for myself. I had this wonderful morning with my friends, which was so helpful for me. And then on Saturday, we're going to like a girls' movie night. The rest of my days and my weeks often feel very chaotic because I do so much work and then homeschooling my kids and then just the natural busyness of life, of you know, being pregnant with my fourth. I sometimes feel overwhelmed with how much I have to do. But I really believe that as parents, when we look back on these times, we're gonna miss those chaotic moments. We're really gonna realize it was the best days of our lives. No matter how chaotic and crazy many days can be with children. And it really challenges you to grow and be the best version of yourself, because children are a reflection of your own inner work and what you have going on inside, because they mimic and copy and do what you do. They're gonna model what you do, so your example is everything. Someday when the kids are grown, we'll have the clean house, open schedule, and 5 minutes of peace we long for in this season. And I think it might just break our hearts.
You want one, Scout? Yeah. Oh, that's in there, yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh. Alright. Hi, Scout. You want to sit on Menina's lap? Okay. Your fur's all over me. Let me see. Ah.
Have a good baseball practice. Sandy, it's time to go to practice. It's so nice to meet you. I got a terrible case of the hiccups. It's driving me cuckoo. I'm not sure how many penguins you know, but let me give you some advice. Never give chili to a penguin. Gives us the hiccups. That's right, I can't get rid of them. Frederick told me to stand on my head.
Wow. Hey. Hello. That's funny.
My house is a mess, so I need to clean that up. And then I'm gonna make dinner. Mess.
I want apple. I want a nice apple.
Oh.
I want a
You okay? Thanks for helping me cut the mushrooms.